missing a little bit of this damn WrestleMania for this interview, but it's worth it though. So
Is it?
it's worth it. It's very much
How's
worth
WrestleMania going?
it. I'm doing fine about yourself.
Good.
Yeah, looking good, of course.
Thanks.
Oh, sexy. I love the glasses.
Thank you.
It like the retro glasses came back in style now.
Oh, God, I feel like I was born in the wrong year. I really do. I feel like I was supposed to be in the 50s.
I'm sorry. It just to me, I'm like I kind of like the retro of the 50s and the 60s as far as like
Hmm.
outfits and the dresses and stuff like that. Period. And maybe because I enjoy the thigh high stockings nude with the black garter belt
Hmm.
and stuff. So you're a retro kind of guy.
I just like that time period. I'm not really fond of all the modernization of everything.
Oh no.
I think
It's
it was more simple back then.
Oh yeah, I even watch like the old shows from Lucy,
Hmm.
Car Car 50. Excuse me, what is it, Car 54,
Hmm.
and even the my favorite one is George Burns and Gracie Allen.
I liked Sanford and Son and Three Stooges.
Oh, love Sanford and Son and all that and stuff. And did you see the trailer for the reboot for Good Times?
Mm-mm.
You don't want to.
Oh no.
It no, no. Even though it's a cartoon, no, it
Hmm.
should have well enough alone. If you're gonna reboot it the right way. So how
Well,
you
they've been
doing
messed up
today?
everything they've been redoing.
Yeah, it seemed like I don't know too many reboots that were great,
Hmm.
especially on the TV one. The only one I know that they had done that I got to give them props for is Connors and Frasier. The Frasier reboot, I love it.
I heard that was good. I haven't seen it though.
Oh, it's yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially the son. He's a combination of Frasier and the granddad.
Wow. Okay.
It's stuff, but I just want to know and let me know when you watch. First
Hmm.
episode, he said he was gay, and he didn't want
Hmm.
his dad to know, and they never went back to that for the rest of their series.
Hmm.
And I was like, why didn't y'all go back to it? But I digress.
Right. Yeah.
So, how you doing today?
I'm good.
Oh yes, most definitely. And I just got to say, cause doing my research and looking, I'm really loving the booty.
You doing your research on it?
Oh yeah, you have a very nice ass and stuff. Did have you ever measured it?
Yes, recently actually. It's 68 inches.
Oh my God, that is beautiful piece. And I know the fans is that your fans' favorite thing to see the booty?
I think so. I really think so. That's what I always get the most feedback from.
Oh my goodness. So shoot, so that means when you do your solo, they definitely look for you to ride on it. Oh my goodness. So hello smokers. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know who I am. I'm Captain Officer Summit Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link. allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Got some sponsors to tell you about. First one being the hottest adult magazine in the game, eroticismmagazine.com. Next up, award-winning, award-nominated voiceover with smut. They even have a nice virtual reality side that's award-nominated as well. I'm talking about nothing blusherotica.com. Also, for you people that love candles, whether you like pouring candle wax on somebody or you just want to get the smell right for your sexual moment, check out the Kinky Candle Company. That's right. You find them on Etsy, and the link is in the description. Also, link in the description for all your law needs. I'm talking about whether it has anything to do with child support, gun laws, anything of that nature. Check out the Queen of Law from the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina herself. Talking about Mitchell Ferrari. Go check her out on Facebook, Instagram, link in the description. Also, you can check me out 5 days out the week in the mornings at fullswapradio.com, as well as the BGP LLC app, as well as skyhawkafterdarktv.com. So I'm going to sit back and let this lunch with sexy MILF gorgeous, fetish friendly, and have one of the nicest asses and sexiest pair of legs I've ever seen. Introduce herself. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Brittany.
No doubt. So with you, your content is fetish based for the most part.
I'm sorry?
I said your content is fetish based for the most part.
For the most part, I would say so, yes.
And you don't do boy girl.
I don't do boy girl.
Okay. So y'all know where this conversation go. Cause I like showing the different ways ladies make money in this business and ways they can. So with you, let's begin the beginning. What got you into doing this?
Being a single parent of 3 kids in today's time, working 2 jobs and barely making ends meet. And so
Mhm.
one time I just so happened to see a friend do a live on OnlyFans and he made $1,000 in like 8 minutes. And I was like, wait a minute. So I can do that. I was working 2 full-time jobs as a home health aide, and it's heartbreaking to go out and work and work and work and barely pay bills. And if you don't raise your kids, the streets will. So like,
Yeah.
I think I can do this.
Mhm. So shoot. So um one going into it, did you think you being a heavier set woman, there was a market for you?
Um, Honestly, I didn't know. I didn't know. I mean, I knew that there was fetish friendly porn and people who were into heavier women, but I didn't know if it would work for me.
I could have told you if I ever saw you face to face, yeah, it would have worked. Because other than the fact that you're good looking as fuck, you tatted up, you curvy,
Mhm,
and BBWs that have curves, they're very successful in the business.
mhm.
Period. So, so how did you go about doing everything? Because I'm pretty sure he was doing with OnlyFans. So of course, the first site you fucked with was OnlyFans. So
Mhm.
tell me the steps that you took to start your OnlyFans.
Okay, so this is uh I don't want to name drop, but someone from Blush Erotica had messaged me and had asked if I wanted to do a shoot. And I was not ready for anything like that, but he gave me tips and advice anyways. And he was like, get on multiple platforms, post more photos that are not just like basically of my face, and
Mhm.
have more confidence in myself. And he gave me this real good energy boost of opening a door for me to know that all the things that I didn't love within myself, somebody else was going to love me for those exact reasons. And whenever that door was open, like this much, it was kicked wide open. And I just started going full fledged into everything with TikTok, Instagram. I took all his advice on multiple platforms, getting
Yeah, I see you
myself
got a
out there.
YouTube as well.
Yeah. Any little thing, even if it's not good content, to me, content is content. And as long as it can get you some kind of view, then it's going to plant a seed. I try to put out
so
the best, though. I really do.
so when you started filming or what have
Mhm.
you, what was some of the stuff you started filming at first? Like when you first started your OnlyFans?
Femdom. I was kind of put into that position because of my size. It was immediately, I thought I was going to go in doing the whole yes, daddy as a subby type of thing. And they were like, no, I want you to sit on me, smother me, sit on my face, don't let me breathe. And I was like, okay, well, that's what
Yeah,
I'm going to do.
yeah, because it's like you don't see too many BBW subs. They're usually dominatrix to
I
begin
didn't
with,
know that.
unless you see them like in a boy girl type situation where it's
Hmm.
sex.
Hmm.
But for the most part, on the fetish end, they want to be dominated by y'all, not necessarily dominate you.
Hmm.
Period. So when you started getting the request for the sitting on the faces and the smothering, what was your thought process?
It was new to me because I've always been with really shallow people and always experienced really shallow people growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So it was kind of scary at first, but whenever I got into it, I kind of like being abusive. I'm a full fledged sadist, so it was definitely me coming out of my cocoon. It was like an eye opener.
And so people understand the face sitting is she ain't sitting on his face so he eat the pussy. No,
No,
it's rough as fuck. Okay, do you even have the guys that want you to plop on them?
I've been requested to do stuff like there's been stuff that I've said no to. like walking on them in high heels. I'm terrified of crushing somebody's rib cage, and like I can't do that.
Yeah, actually, I've seen girls make plenty of money because I tell people the fetish part of the game, the real money is in the meet and greet, meeting the people. Because one, they're not looking for sex. That's one
Mhm.
because most fetish, you kill the fantasy if you fall. And that's the beauty of fetish. That's why so many of you girls are trying to get in it. But I digress. But
I was kind of oopsed in it. I would have never expected myself to get into fetish ever, but
well,
I'm
I mean,
honestly glad that I was.
I tell females, even the girls that do boy girl that do straight up porn, you need to
Hmm.
have fetish in your repertoire
Right.
because that's money. It's too many ways nowadays that women can make money with this business that they can't.
Hmm.
It makes no sense for them not to dip their toe into something,
Right.
Period. So, um, so what made you decide to do solo? Because what was it? Because it's just something you wanted to do. You wanted to expand your repertoire because, for what I know, this industry, you ain't had to do solos. You ain't had to stick no dildo on your coochie if you were doing the smothering and all that.
Hmm. The solos is two-part. One, I really don't like being touched too much. It's more of like I'm not gonna give myself to anybody type of thing. Like you really gonna have to earn this. So,
Mm.
and then also because I am a single mom and I'm not gonna let nobody come around my kids, and I don't want to leave them to go out and do shoots all the time.
Oh, I understand. So if you was in a different place in life, you might would
I
fuck with.
might would, yes, probably a lot.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, sometimes it's best to have that slow build to the boy girl
Hmm.
because one, you build the shock value of it because they have not seen you do a boy girl scene.
Right.
So when you do the first one, it's gonna have a bigger impact. Now, granted, yeah, they're gonna want to see more of it because they're gonna want to see that ass go to work. Because the way
I
she down, she gets down. But go ahead.
I don't know if it would work out for me, just because I naturally am not the Dommy that they see.
Mm,
Like I'm good at bossing people around and being a bitch, and I'm good at humiliation and everything. But when it comes to actually being with somebody,
yeah.
slap the fuck out of me. I switch. Like, and
Stop.
I
You
feel like
talking
I
to
would
my
lose a lot of
dom
my fan
side.
base.
You talking to my dom side. So you into BDSM, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm a dominatrix myself. So I'm a little mad at my pay pig because he didn't pay me enough. But I digress. So shoot. So, but I mean, but even to the point, like if probably nine out of 10 with the boy girl, you probably would play the submissive role in it. Well, submissive role because sometimes the subs think that you're being submissive when you're being fucked, when in actuality you're not being submissive when you're being fucked.
Right.
Period. It just now if she didn't want to do a submissive scene where she get tied up and used and abused, hey, that's different.
That's more me. I switch very fast. I do.
Ooh, ooh, I would have loved working with you then. I'm sorry, BDSM scenes are more fun than just regular scenes.
I enjoy it. It's a good way to get anger out.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So shoot, so with your solos, like how many toys do you have, and how do you come up with your solos so that they won't? Because you kind of don't want to bore people with doing the same type solo scene, different
Right.
outfit, shit like
Right.
that.
I have a big container full of toys. And most of it is because it's been bought because of special requests. So I do a lot of customs, and people ask me if I'd be willing to do something with like a giant one or a black one or a tentacle fantasy. So that's where most of my things come from.
Mm. So shoot, so what is your most requested toy?
Honestly, I don't even get toy requests too much anymore. Mostly now it's degradation and humiliation.
So I'm gonna put it this way. So it's safe to say you do your videos. you get more out of the domination side than you even do with your solos.
Yes, honestly, yeah. When I first started, though, it was usually some kind of BBC toy, something big and that'll stretch you out, um, or something that would cause me pain. But now it's more of humiliate me, dominate me, and um, I've got a lot of guys who want to pretend to be tiny men while I'm a giant. So it's more vocal than it is anything now.
Ooh, so now the giant fetish, a lot of people don't talk about this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Um, I do know that fetish is very lucrative. The
Mm-hmm.
more niche it is, the more lucrative it is. But everybody can't do it right.
Right.
So, what's the right way of doing the giantess fetish?
Uh, I think a good background could help if you have a good editor with some kind of background in to make yourself look big and like a small town. I bought these little mini figurines, these little people that I've used in some videos, and then also angles. You want to get good angles on yourself to make yourself look bigger than what you really are. Mostly coming from the bottom up.
So do you take the toy, the little thing, and put it between your butt cheek, like, see?
Yes, yes. In between the tits, in between the ass cheeks. I've even put one in my mouth and pretend like I was swallowing it. Yeah. In between the toes.
So
Yeah.
I'm asking you this: when you do your solos, do you enjoy doing your solos, or just part of when you just need content?
I honestly do enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I get to. I don't really like reality too much, and I get to escape whenever I get to be all these different characters for people.
Ooh. So what characters have you pulled out the bag for your solo content?
Oh God! Other than the giantess, a news reporter. Let's see, who else have I done? Um, I've done race play, a boss,
Oh, you do
supervisor.
race play.
Yeah, I do race play. If that's something that they're comfortable with, yes. Um, the underwater content. There's a lot. There's squashing. It just depends on the person.
Mm-hmm. So, and then I also take that you do custom videos as well.
Yes, more custom videos than anything. Yeah.
So, so for you, content is more of advertisement than money. Is it safe to say? Because you have many ways that you generate income with this business.
Right. It's a mix.
Mm. So, how often do you film to keep up with your demand, your updates, and all that good stuff?
Um, I try to do a few times a week, but a lot of my stuff has been recycled, or I will film a lot on one day and then kind of schedule it out to be posted so that way I'm not constantly doing something. It just depends on the week and how busy I am.
Mm. Okay. So shoot. So it because it's crazy because like when you filming, it's unfair you easy to film, but like the squashing, how do you film that way?
I
Especially if you
don't.
ain't got somebody in the room to squash.
Okay, so with that, it just like one person, it was a watermelon or a
Yeah.
basketball, something where they could picture their head as that object.
So that's why she had the basketball. Okay, I got you. I got you. I thought she was doing it for March Madness.
No.
I'm about to say, boy, she trying to get the basketball money, ain't she? Yeah. Oh my
That was one of
goodness.
my smother me guys.
Oh my goodness. So now, do you see anybody in person?
Ish.
Ish. We keep it real on this show. So I mean,
It's
nah, it's let's keep it 100. It's meet and greet, so people understand it's not always sexual because you have the BDSM side of things
mm-hmm.
where, trust me, the cops ran in there and saw what they were doing. They probably laughed and run back out. He's like, what? So you let her beat the shit out of you? Oh, well, bye, deuces. You know what I'm saying? And actually, that's where the real money
It
is.
it actually is like that. So I am seeing somebody and his family. He sent them a picture of me, and they did the whole reverse image search, and they found out who I really am.
Mm.
And they have been trying everything in their power to get him to walk away.
But see, what people realize is that as men, because
Mhm.
majority of course, you got male slaves. Men, we cannot be free with our sexuality. because we will get judged the hardest versus women, period. So they have to go to ladies in order to do it. Trust me, it saves a lot of headache. Maybe some of these people that did mass shootings did, went to some of these ladies, they wouldn't have been doing mass shootings.
Very possible.
Period. And they're able to be free. Because you got some guys that want to dress up like a woman, be humiliated, thrown outside the hotel room when you lock the door.
Right.
Period. So with you, how do you find some of your subs? Do you find them on?
They find me.
They find you. Of course, they find you. But how do they find you mostly? Through the Twitter, through your website.
I would say probably through usually some other kind of platform. It's rarely been through OnlyFans. Usually Twitter or TikTok, Facebook even, and then they eventually kind of weed their way to my OnlyFans to contact me.
So now I saw on your YouTube page that she does a bunch of videos, I guess, giving advice, from what I can see. And one of the ones you said was watch out for who you collaborate with. As you notice, if anyone's been paying attention on Twitter, if you're in this business or not in this business, a fan, there's been a lot of discourse when it comes to content creation lately and collaboration and stuff. So for you, have you had bad experiences collaborating?
No, I've actually never collaborated. I considered it before, and I watched it. He's actually who inspired that video. I was going to collaborate with this man, and he was posting a lot of videos where he would comment about the women that he was collaborating with, and he was talking really bad about them, how they were no good and they were bad at sucking dick. And some of them he even commented that they didn't know they were being recorded, and so that's really honestly what made me make that video, because I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm not just fixing to be with anybody and then they go and they're degrading you off to the side or recording you while you're not aware that you're being recorded. That's not okay. And then also not willing to follow any of the guidelines. I'm sorry.
But see, that way goes to when it comes to collaborating. And I tell females this, depending upon how you want to collaborate, they have to show that there's professionalism about it.
Right.
Because anybody you deal with, you want them to be serious on equal playing field when it comes to being serious about doing this. Even if I tell a female that wants to do boy girl, try to connect with a guy that actually does this shit seriously, because you have less headache. Period. Because the way this business it became so easy for anybody to get in. Now it's really easy for wolves to hide in sheep clothing.
Right.
So it's kind of like with you, when it comes to, like I said, with some of the, because with your content, like I said, yours is more fetish based. So have you thought about reaching out to subs that be willing to finish?
I have actually discussed with one. He lives in Chicago, though. It's kind of far away. But I would trust him enough, and we've built a bond for about a year now to create content together with some smothering.
Yeah, because it's kind of like because also part of finding a collaboration is also for when you need a sub. Period. Would you peg a guy?
I'm sorry?
Would you peg?
What him? No, but yes, absolutely. I have no problem doing that.
You pegging him, I know you'll take a peg.
Yeah, no, I would have no problem.
Yeah, because you're gonna get them requests.
I've actually tried in personal relationships to not necessarily coerce them, but like, hey, would you be willing? And I've not found one yet that's allowed me to do that.
Well, I tell female quick, no. You lick it all day. You can stick your tongue in it, but no fingers, no dildos. We trust me, there are guys out there. It's a couple of actual talents. Talents. Even I know that is down for that. So they will do it on camera. So I give them props. Because I'm sorry, it's not gay. I don't know why people just want to associate with gay. Never understood that.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why some people, because that is oftentimes embedded in people.
Mhm.
But there's a lot of stimulation, even for men, there's a lot of stimulation through the anus. So,
Yeah, our fingers back there to make us come. It's called, I forgot the gland, but it's pubic, pubic, prostate gland. That's what they call. So, um, because you, of course, with 9 to 5 being a mother, how do you balance everything, especially with, balance your career and your personal? I know that's a lot because this business takes a lot.
hmm I really just do the best I can. I can't really give a definitive answer on that one because it's a road type of thing.
Mm. So, with with BDSM, how long have you been in the BDSM lifestyle?
I would like to say ever since I started having sex, I just didn't know what it was.
So what was your first true BDSM experience? And describe it for us.
Um, oh, I the first the first memorable one. Mm, that involved a lot of hitting. That even involved knife play. Um, that
Mm.
one was a little bit excessive. It was a tent rod. Um, I mean, how much detail do you want in this? I like the slapping, the choking, the safe words, tent rod. I
Mm.
walked out with a few bruises out of that one. Um, and there was just a little slicing of the anus.
Oh my God. So you a pure T plane slut in every which way the word.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. So I mean, how much pain can you take?
a lot, a lot. Yeah, he
I
actually
can tell with the
punched my
ass, spanking her
ass.
shit ain't going. Spanking, you got one of them ass where you spank her, like you make her happy. So I can see the smile on her face now, thinking about when I said spanking.
I'll have to send you the picture when we get off of here. So I kept it. I've got all the bruises still.
Shit, no, I used to love that shit where I had one used to tell me she was like when we about to film. She was like, no, slap me to make me cry. I said, oh, you truly into pain.
See, I've never cried before. I haven't. But I mean, it just, I've always been an adrenaline junkie. And whenever the adrenaline's going like that, I don't feel the pain.
Mhm.
I've, so one thing I haven't tried is the electric stuff. Um, but that's kind of my next on my bucket list.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I talked my man, shouts out the
Have you done
dark,
that yet?
huh?
Have you done any of that yet?
No, I haven't done
No.
any of that yet. I'll be the one that give it to him. I ain't it. No, because see, it's kind of like well, people don't understand that even though yes, me and Shorty was having sex, it wasn't about the sex. It was
Mhm.
about the control. It's about the dominating. You know, because to me, a sub filming with a sub is way more fun than just filming with a regular female.
Mhm.
Because a sub is more willing to do more and test the boundaries than the average person.
There's a lot of connection there too. Um, so for me personally, it's I get off when I get somebody else off, and so if I know that they're pleased whenever I'm submitting myself,
Mm-hmm.
like the more arousal that they get, it it does something.
Because I'm sorry, even as a dominant, like the hair when I walk in the room and she's on her knees, palms up, it's just a wonderful thing. I'm like, yeah, I even want the coffee table. Stop playing.
You
Can you
said
put my
palms
feet up?
up.
Say what?
You said palms up.
Palms up. Yeah.
So is that like getting ready for her wrist to be bound or hands
No,
popped?
it's the subs universal finger submit.
Mm-hmm.
Is she's on her knees, hands down, hands up, saying I'm willing to receive your guidance. That's what it means.
Oh wow.
Period. So because we all know that I've been saying this. The sub has the most power in this dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
She chooses or he chooses to submit. That's why a dom never chooses the sub chooses the dom always.
Mm-hmm.
You know, period. So and um plus even to the point where a switch, it's in many ways it's hard for a sub to be a switch. It's kind of like because now you have to be out your wheelhouse and your comfortable level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, period. So with you, speak to the mental orgasm that you get when it comes to being submissive versus being a dominant.
So I hmm, the mental orgasm that I get off in being desired.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I'm submissive and I'm more of the take me role, um, it's like them wanting to overpower me to the point where they have to have me.
Mm-hmm.
That is what goes through my head. It's I don't know. I guess kind of like narcissism. Like I have to be wanted, and knowing that I'm wanted gets me off.
Mm. Yeah, because it's each both are adored but in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the dom, it's more of a worship adore. With the submissive, it's more of I adore you because you trust me so much to I'm trying to find the right words. You trust me so much that you gave up a lot to me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or you allowing me to be this way with you, you know, period. And so it's kind of like, to be honest with you, you have to be a submissive before you become a dom anyway, the way it is,
I can see that.
you know, period. So with so with you, how often have you ever been to any like dungeons, BDSM clubs, anything like that?
No, no, I haven't. I want to make my room. I watched How to Build a Sex Room on Netflix. I want to make my room my own dungeon.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be so nice.
Ooh. So that means she gets tied up on the cross and gets spanked like a bad girl.
Maybe,
Or
maybe.
or would you be able to, or would you rather be called a dirty little slut?
Yes, dirty slut, good girl, come dump,
Oh my God.
filthy bitch.
You see,
Are
I'm
you
somebody.
blushing?
I'm enjoying all this. This is just down my alley. Yeah, cause now I ain't even gonna front. I enjoy doing the girls that allow that
Mhm.
they down for that. I'm like, that is beautiful.
And see, most of the men that I've encountered in a personal relationship, it's been totally opposite. Where like they would stop in the middle of having sex and like, wait, no, and they would get up and leave. Like it's freaked them out.
Oh no, not me. Oh no, I'd be just more turned on. I'm like, don't call me a bitch. I'm like, shut up, bitch. Take this dick. No, because it shocked them because they don't think that a woman. We always been trained never to call a woman that. You
Hmm.
know, just like if you know, I've been telling my here BBW and actually a black BBW and BBW in general. She didn't say when I tell a dude to choke me, he look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, yeah, there's some women that into that. You know, they into the rough, they into the hair being pulled and the slap or what
Hmm.
have you. But then of course you got to do aftercare.
Sometimes
Ooh, he said sometimes you don't need aftercare.
I feel like I'm more of the man in the relationship. Where it's like, okay, yeah, bye. Thanks.
I knew it was really why I had a crush on you. But
Well,
anyway,
sometimes aftercare is okay though. I don't knock anybody who's for cuddling and snuggling or whatever else
see,
it is.
see,
But
see, what you is the alpha female with a submissive side.
yes, I think so.
But you're more alpha than you is. You see and say you're submissive. No, you're more alpha than you think. Like y'all know
Probably.
me, I'm attracted to alpha women, so you know, I said you. I
It's a
go.
power challenge thing, I
Yeah,
guess.
because No, because alphas like date each other because they know each one can put each other in their place.
Mm.
And you don't mind submitting to another alpha. Period. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, nobody wants to submit to a bitch. Nobody wants to lower. Like if I have, and this is not an elevation thing, but if I have a certain level of, I guess, power that I'm at, I'm not going to lower myself to someone who's less than. And it's not that
Yeah,
I think that I'm better. It's just your energy has to match. I'm not going to submit to a bitch.
yeah. And that what people don't realize, it's about energy.
Hmm.
BDSM, all this is energy.
Hmm.
I know y'all saying, oh, that sound like what's your girl sister song? Yeah, that's energy. That's energy. No, actually, she was telling the truth. It is energy because it's energy exchange. Period. Um, because BDSM sex is way more intense than just normal sex
It is.
because of the lead up to it, and the intimacy is way different.
It is. I think so, definitely.
Definitely. So I wouldn't mind spanking that booty. Leave a little bruise there. Leave a little bruise there.
Lots of bruises.
Oh my god. How many? What was the hardest ass spank that you ever got?
I will send you the picture as soon as we hang up. I
I get
can't
to
do.
see that.
I need to have that as a trophy.
I'm special. She likes me. See, there you go. Oh my goodness. So how much are you into bondage?
Into what? Oh, so honestly, not so much anymore.
Mm,
With a personal relationship, yes,
yeah.
100%. I'm very open minded. Um, but me not really being too active right now.
Mm.
Everything's just kind of I do
Shoot, so
whatever I
I
can do.
never went to one of them convention exoticas. You go straight to the rope play.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about the rope play earlier. Oh, that could be nice. That could be
Yeah.
nice.
I would learn rigging a little bit, just a little bit.
I don't right. Okay, so right now I want to get into something that I haven't done and be more of on the burning side. Like
Mhm.
I'm really interested in the electric, and then also not just fire play, but with like burning.
Oh, you into the needles?
No, no, like if you're smoking a cigar, like burning.
Oh, you want to be a human ashtray?
Yeah.
You just speaking to me right now. It's just like, but where I can't find a something like this? God dang! It because it to me is like I said. I always look at myself. I think differently anyway. So and like I said, I do understand it. BDSM is an escape because you have somebody that might be a dominant in their normal life, and then
Hmm.
they turn to BDSM to be a submissive
Hmm.
because they want to serve. They're tired of being served. Period. So with you, what was the thing that attracted you to the BDSM lifestyle?
Oh, I don't. Bad fetishes. Oh, I don't know how far into detail I can go with this.
You
Um,
go as far as you want. This is an open platform.
so I have a rape fetish. Um, that's kind of what took me down that road. Is like I
I've
couldn't
done this.
find dominance anywhere else.
I've done the scenes, consent, non-consent, rape play. I done race play.
Hmm.
So I had a girl actually turn me down for a shoot because she saw no agreed to the shoot. They turned me down later when she saw I did a race play scene. I was laughing my ass off. I said, "Really?"
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But see, that just shows you how much people don't understand fetishes. They don't understand the kinks.
Right.
Race play is not about the N word. It's still a dominant submissive situation. Because 9 out of 10, the female that's being called in, they're saying the N word, she actually being dominated to it.
Hmm.
You know. So, but I never understood why people. Have you ever got any judgment from your race play?
I haven't. But it's also not been too far on the open. Most of it's been customs where I just kind of send it to them in their private messages. I don't put anybody out there that does not want me to post them. So But no, I've not. And I have posted a few times that I do race play. Like it's in my pinned post right now that I do race play. I haven't had anybody say anything bad to me about it. I'm pretty sure it's going to come in the future, but I don't really care what other people think. I personally am not racist at all by any means. It's a fetish, and people should not be judged for what gets them off. So if they want me to do it, I don't have a problem doing it.
So how much you had to develop an ironclad skin to do this?
What? I'm sorry?
Develop iron skin. Because
Oh,
you know
how did
people
I?
have negative shit
I've
to
always
say.
been like that. I've always been very open to a lot of stuff that most people are just not open to, even as a kid. And that's not just sexually related, just in general. Things have always intrigued me that are odd to other people. So it's just like.
Oh no, I can tell. I was like, yeah, she's not boring.
I have Asperger's. I have Asperger's.
Oh my goodness, yes, Lord. So shoot, I've been on the head up here long enough, but she will be back, people. She will be back. So I got to ask her the question because maybe I'm putting the cart before the horse. Can I call you a smoke buddy?
A smoke buddy?
Yes.
No, I used to be. No. There's stories
Well, you
behind
don't have
that.
to smoke to come back on the lounge, baby.
I can't. It's a Cat Williams thing. I can't. When I smoke, I become that smart, dumb. That's why I don't. I get in fights. I'm like a bad drunk on weed. I don't know why. This is the reverse.
Oh my God. But either way, she will be back on the Smokers Lounge, and we're gonna get that sexy booty on the Premium Smoke Room on Loyal Fans. Y'all know one or two ways to get extra content from the Smokers Lounge. Premium Smoke Room, 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. It gets more candid, it gets more provocative, it gets more wild, it gets even more honest. Tits come out, dildos might come out. You don't know unless you subscribe. The other way you can get some exclusive content is my Savage Smoke, where I talk to the male talents of the business and they tell us the real about the business, no sugarcoating, and they keep it 100 like you're supposed to. So we give you that real smoke. That's why we say smoke this over. So with that being said, Mama, tell everybody Miss Brittany where they can spend money on you and see you do what you do.
Onlyfans.com/Brittanything goes.
See, that easy and that simple. So, with that being said, we're done. And you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Miss Brittany, say goodbye to her.
Bye.